if you were sitting in a room with the president right now and you had the opportunity to share with him your intellect as to what he should do now in order to address the situation that is right in front of us, what would your 3-4 minute communication to him be?
It would be very simple, John. Right now, in every precinct, the President of the United States should demand access to ballot images. People may not understand why I'm saying this, but let me give you the depth of this answer, okay? When votes are hand counted, two people read it, you have a better understanding of the actual count, all right? It has more integrity. A vote comes in, it's on paper, it's counted, that's the hand counted ballots. But most of the United States right now, the votes are counted by machines. There's no more human being involved. Think about a robot counting it. Well, how does that robot do it? 10 people come into a voting booth, 10 people give their ballots, they're scanned. Those scanned images are stored when the polls close. The machine runs through those. Let's say 10 people came in, those images are analyzed. You know, the machine's eyeball looks for that little dot, John, and it says, oh, 1 vote for John, 1 vote for Shiva. Well, at the point of counting, the machines have a feature to flip votes. I mean, look at how close these votes are. Are you telling me that it was this close? Like da-da-da everywhere this close? I don't believe it. I don't buy it gut-wise. But what I am sharing with you, as others have talked about over the last 20 years, and they were considered fringe, that the software in these voting systems has a feature to multiply people's votes. I'm going to say it like 3 times. The software has a feature to multiply votes. So, John, your vote can be multiplied by a factor. My vote could be multiplied by a different factor. Okay? So, if 10 people walked in, how many ballot images should be created? 10. However, if the weighted race feature was turned on, and let's say you got 5 votes, John, and let's say I wanted to multiply by 2, so you would end up getting 10 votes, right? And let's say that they halved my votes by 5, I'd get 2 votes, right? Fractional decimal. Okay, and they'd round it to, let's say, 2 or cut it. So what would you end up? You'd end up with 12 votes. 10 for you, 2 for me. How many ballot images should there be? In that case, 12, but there's only going to be 10. Okay, it's called the chain of custody. So, and by the way, ballot images are accessible like that within seconds because they're on the hard drive of those machines. The president should say, and in fact, he should argue this from an election integrity standpoint, that this entire process, the election is null and void unless you can produce the ballot images. Why? According to USC code 20701 and 20702, which I had to learn recently, it's clear in federal law that any record generated in connection with a federal election must be preserved. If they cannot find those ballot images, the whole election, the Supreme Court should rule, is null and void.